Jenny. Jenny is someone who came into my life at a very crucial moment. Jenny called during COVID when I had the phones transferred to my home phone, and we were all a little unsure in this country what was going on. And so the store was closed, but I still wanted to be able to help anybody who called. And it was an evening call, and when I answered it, she was like, "Oh, it's a live person." She goes, "I didn't expect that." And so from there, we talked about what was going on, what was her need at 8 p.m. at night. And she told me about her upcoming breast cancer surgery. She had just been diagnosed and was going to need a double mastectomy. And Jenny was scared, and we talked about that. And I think for me, I just listened, and I think she just needed an ear. And from that day forward, we were able to really talk to each other and listen and be able to kind of help each other as we were navigating this new territory. Her going through the cancer journey and me going through the COVID journey. Both of us equally scared of what the future held. So I think that for Jenny, our friendship began with a mutual need. And I told Jenny, I said, "Don't you worry, I'm going to help you figure it out." I'd never met her, I'd never seen her. I just had her describe to me her body composition and what was going on, and tell me what type of bras she had worn before. Based on my experience, I just tried to come up with different ones, and I put together a package and I put on her doorstep because this is a no contact time. And so I drove off, left the package. Jenny opened it, tried on all the different ones, and a couple of them worked. And from there, that's how we facilitated our back and forth with no contact, never met, just talked on the phone. But I noticed that our talks on the phone increased. We both found joy in being able to talk about each other, our families, our fears, our hopes. We had a lot of dreams that both of us wanted to fulfill, and we found solace in each other to be able to talk about that. One thing we had in common was our love of our grandchildren and our children, and how we had amazing spouses. So I think that we found so much commonality in foot ground that as time went on, she started her treatments and we kept in touch, and the business got opened after about 6 to 8 weeks, and business as usual, and well, as usual with masks and all that stuff. But I still think that it was a different world where all were focusing on safety and being able to not spread any of this germs, and especially for Jenny, she wasn't going anywhere. So I wanted her to be able to come into the store at some point so we could help get her whatever she wanted. And for Jenny, that was signifying when she finally did come in the store. I didn't know it was Jenny, but as soon as she spoke, I turned around and I was like, "You're Jenny." And she goes, "You're Tana." And we both embraced. We didn't hug as much as we wanted to. We embraced, and it was just a looking of two women who helped each other through a really tough patch. And from that point forward, we were in each other's lives. The next year just flew by, and we had so much fun together and memories, and both personal and in the store. And Jenny told me how good she felt and how amazing to get through the breast cancer. She was one of those people that lit up a room. So Jenny was going on with things and came in, and her husband were going to take an amazing trip. This is about a year later. after she had survived the breast cancer. And she came into the store and she says, Tana, I want you to find me something that's going to knock his socks off. We're taking the trip of a lifetime. And she goes, I want to look amazing. And so we found some different things and some for her to swim in. And she looked in the mirror and she says, oh, I feel so beautiful. And she had great things to take with her. And then she turned to me and she told me that she had gotten some news and that cancer came back, but it came back in a different form and metastasized. And that it was terminal. And she didn't know quite how she was going to tell her kids, but she wanted her and her husband to have the most amazing time before. And as we sat and hugged and cried, I just was so thankful for being part of Jenny's journey and Jenny being part of mine. It's amazing that people that come in your dashes and make a difference. And Jenny made a positive difference in mine. And so, like all the names on the truck, there's special meaning to each and every one of those names. But I wanted you to hear about Jenny, because Jenny, not only, she always said I saved her and I raised her up, but I think the truth is that Jenny raised me up too, and motivates me still today to do what I'm doing, to be able to help the many Jennies out there that just haven't discovered what happened to them yet. And I'll be here for you, and I will be that person that walks beside you. So thank you for the honor and the privilege, Jenny, and your family, for sharing such a beautiful soul with me.